And welcome back, everybody. This is Movies and Beyond, and I'm Callum. That's Kyle. Kyle, as always, how are we doing today?
Alright, yeah.
And as vocal as ever. God.
I don't know why you asked me.
Because I'm your friend and I genuinely care about how you're feeling. Like, if you came on show and just went, I'm pretty sad today, I'd turn the show off and I'd go, what's up, Kyle? Should we go play some games?
You'd be like, stop being a bitch and get on with
You
it.
are right, you know me too well. Lack of sympathy, that is me. Yes. Anyway.
Leading on to that, the lack of sympathy.
Well, you think they've got a lack of sympathy for Nazis?
Yeah,
well done, Kyle. Well done, Kyle. Anyway. Yeah. Do you want to retract that statement?
I retract that statement, yes.
Okay. Alright. The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare? Ungentlemanly. The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare is a new Guy Ritchie film. We've got a trailer for it today.
When's it coming out? I completely, just because I went straight from watching the trailer to this.
I watched it 3 times at work, and then every time I got to end at a trailer, my radio went off, so I actually hadn't checked. And I've been watching it like while I've been putting show together as well, like just on and off, like on other monitor. This year, It comes out this year, I guess.
Very nice. Fair enough. If we've got any fans that are epileptic, you're gonna just, kill them.
Lighting technician. I'm lighting.
Well, you're fired.
Fucking fired. That's... Why is she trying to make it about her when we all know it's about me?
You can't give me, rollers. I'm a lighting technician. I'm not expecting me to light.
Oh, Jesus. Right. Just fucking... the trailer was quite fun, yes.
I didn't ask you what you thought of the trailer yet.
I don't care.
What did you think of the trailer?
I already said. Too late.
We have managed to fuck this in a matter of 2 minutes and 33 seconds. New record.
You should punch yourself. I just saw. I fucking heard that. I just heard it. You fucking nutter. Anyways, the trailer looks
do
great.
it all the time.
The trailer looks great. The issue, it's going to sound kind of bad. I feel like Guy Ritchie is probably doing a bit too much as of late, because he did the 2 Amazon films. He did the one with Jason Statham. I've forgotten the name of it. I've seen it. It's not that good.
Fortune.
Yeah, I was really disappointed with that film. I found it quite boring and just not entertaining. Really, it didn't have that. It didn't have that Guy Ritchie style for me. It just felt very. I don't know. I didn't enjoy it. And then The Covenant, which has Jake Gyllenhaal. I saw it had pretty decent reviews. I know you said you've heard mixed things about it.
Yeah.
I'd say I'm more on the side of. Actually, I'll say I'm on
I ain't seen it, but it's something right now that I can't commit and sit down and watch. Right now,
I think it's definitely a good film. It's not his best though, and it's nowhere being film of the year kind of thing. It's more of just it's quite
stock. It's no Snatch. It's no The Gentleman.
Yeah, it's a very slow film, and it's still good though. I enjoyed it. I probably wouldn't go watch it again though. I'll be completely honest. If I was to watch it again, it'd be in a couple of years at least. It's not like The Gentleman where it's I'd watch that again.
I could watch that every month. The Gentleman.
Yeah, absolutely. And so yeah, that's my worry with this. And obviously, Guy Ritchie is doing he's doing The Gentleman Show.
I think he's just producing.
Still,
I think he's written it as well. But obviously, if he's written it and it's done, that commitment's out of the way, isn't it?
And we saw the trailer for that, and it just didn't look. I wasn't impressed. I must admit I was looking forward to it a little bit, but then the trailer dropped, and I was just like, "Where's this doesn't feel like The Gentleman. This just feels like completely something else. Which, if fair enough, if that's what you want to do, but why would you call it The Gentleman and set it in the same universe and have it be a spin-off? Anyways,
Marketing 101.
this
Brand
looks
recognition.
fun. This looks fun. It looks like a very... I'm going to say it's like a PG Wolfenstein kind of thing. You know, you've got the big, beefy dude, but he's British this time.
Oh, this is going to be R-rated.
Yeah, no, it will be, but just it from the trailer, what we saw, it you know, it doesn't seem like heavily gory, but there's a lot of gunfire. There's a lot of, I know there's going to be like a meme of Henry Cavill just like shooting that gun from the hip. Yeah. Like, I can just see loads of memes of that now.
I love the bit when he walks in the trailer, when he walks in and that German guy's telling the joke and he starts laughing behind him. But he's just...
he sounds very different. He sounds very, very different.
Not used to...
It looks like he's having a lot of fun with it as well, to be honest.
I would have fun mowing down Nazis on a set as well. Yeah, I think this looks like he's having the most fun here that he's had on a role in ages. Someone else I want to mention, Alan Richardson from Ritchie, obviously he was in Fast 10 last year. Alan Richardson, he is someone who I have really come to enjoy as an actor because of Ritchie. Just the subtlety in his role and the simpleness of it. But we only seen him for a little bit in the trailer, but he looks great in this as well. Sometimes you just need that big guy on TRT. So, just swinging a bow around. Do you know, last week with Monkey Man trailer coming out, the Yorkshire accent's not going to be good for Monkey Man, is it? Last week Monkey Man trailer came out. There's no other way to say it. Sorry, got to deal with accent. Monkey Man trailer. In this trailer, I really wish I knew more about these films leading into the year, because these two now are definitely on my most anticipated films of 2024 list. Like, I think this looks great. And
I think it'll be a fun film. I'm not sure of how it will perform critically. Like I said, Guy Ritchie is the latest that we've seen of Guy Ritchie hasn't been amazing, to be honest. And that's not to discredit him. He is a great director. It's just
he does go through them patches though, because he obviously started his career with Lock, Stock, Snatch, and then not everything he's done in between that has been great. But every now and then, Guy Ritchie will do something great, because he's always going to have it in him.
We'll see. I mean, this could be just a fun, dumb film.
Which is okay if it is. I think we need that sometimes.
It's okay if it is, but it can't be stupid. Like,
no.
As dumb as in like, oh, it's very sort of simple. It's not really complex. It's just like fun with action and things like that. But if it's stupid, that's the thing that'll really sort of deter me from like even continuing to watch it. Kind of thing. Like, I'll just walk. If this is coming to cinema, I think if I get to a point where I'm like, this is fucking stupid, I'd just walk out. Because I'm at that point in my life now where I'm like, if I don't enjoy a film, I'm just gonna walk out, because there's no point in wasting time on it.
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, I do think we're gonna go back to form though with Guy Ritchie for this. And Henry Cavill looks like he's having a blast. The setting's obviously great. Everybody loves seeing Nazis get killed in fun, creative ways. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. Do you want to check a release date for us just before we go, just so we can let the people at home know?
I would, but I've got a bit of a technical difficulty at the moment. I don't know if you can.
I can't. 1 minute. Okay, Google.
All this technology.
Okay, Google. When does the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare come out?
In the United States of America, the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare came out on the 19th of April.
It's out.
Came out.
It's out. It's out now.
Go watch it.
Thank you, Google. I've got one of them time travel phones. Yeah. So, yeah.
You've been setting your clock to the future so you can get like your free daily spins on a game or something.
Yeah, mate. I'm already playing GTA 6 Mobile.
No way.
Yeah. Anyway, let's get on to some very big news for the DC universe.
Yeah, I'm surprised it wasn't your first topic.
You know, what I would like to do is like take some other ones, but like take topics which I know which will do better for views and make smaller videos out of them because people are more inclined to click the smaller videos. Sometimes they're not. People just click on what they like, and if you've clicked on the Movies and Beyond video, make sure you're liking, subscribing, and sharing, and all of that fun stuff. And
you kind of do. I know you're joking, but you saying that, people will take you seriously in that and think we're really chasing
Kyle,
views.
do you think anyone's going to take us seriously after I just punched myself in the head right at the beginning of the show? I'll fucking do it again.
You'd be surprised.
Do it again.
You'd be surprised.
I'll fucking do it again.
Anyways, continue.
Yes. Clap.
No.
Supergirl.
I was saying to a friend at work. Sorry, and I was saying to a friend at work. I feel like it would not surprise me if we see some sort of bullshit thing, because really we've not seen anything negative too much about the DC universe. Like, it's all been quite positive. I feel like there's like a joke in there where it's like, oh, DC gone woke because they cast Millie out. Like, it's stupid. Like, obviously, do you get what I mean, kind of thing?
Yeah.
It's like reverse humor, I guess, backwards humor.
Very so much like us.
Funny. I just found that very funny in my head when I heard it, when I like thinking to myself at work. I'm like, do you know what? They will no matter what, they will spin it and go, oh, that's fucking woke, that. What? Because they cast a girl from Superwoman.
No, but
that's what I think it is.
One thing I do want to say though, before we start talking about
quite low.
Before we start talking about Millie Alcock getting the role of Supergirl, is just because we're happy about. Well, I know I'm happy about it. Just quick check, Kyle, are you happy about this casting?
Yeah.
Right. Just because we're happy about this casting doesn't mean we hate Sasha Calle as Supergirl. I love Sasha Calle as Supergirl, and I would have been 100% happy to see her return. That's not the story James Gunn's telling. She's not going to fit into the story James Gunn's telling. Fair enough. Guess what? We've got another great actress in Millie Alcock to play Supergirl in his DC universe. And yeah, obviously a small sample size for us to 5 episodes of House of the Dragon we've seen her in. Obviously she's done other things. But we stated last time when the 3 contenders came up who it could possibly be to play Supergirl. We were both saying we want Millie to get it because she was so good in her role as Rhaenyra that the person who came up to play Rhaenyra after Millie had a hard battle to try and win some fans over. It's like, look, I'm older Rhaenyra, because Millie was so perfect in the role. Clearly, you know, I can see Supergirl already in a face. You don't really need a face for Supergirl. Well, you need a face, obviously. You can't have your face, like, blown off. Or they can CGI it these days. You know, who knows? But I really do see Millie as Supergirl. I think she's going to be great at it. And to me, it shows me that, no, they're going for someone a bit younger. But the story's also going to be about this piece of Krypton that's been blown off. And it's floating in space. So quite a darker story as well.
See, I'm really curious now because we're getting a lot of casting news for this, and just going to the opposite side of the spectrum, I guess you could say, is where the fuck is the news for Marvel? I feel like DC is taking the helm of all these casting announcements and things like that.
Well, no, so Marvel's got a big one coming up, and that's the Fantastic Four, and that's going to be their big casting, which we know is locked in. I think they're just waiting for the right time to announce it. But all their upcoming projects I've already got. You know, because we've been waiting so long for them, and there's been delays and rewrites and stuff ain't coming out until next year now. All their upcoming projects we've got the cast for, and some of them we've had the cast for, and the people have been cast since. Like, look at Thunderbolts, for example. Fucking Sebastian Stan has been Bucky Barnes since 2011. So that's all these upcoming projects with Marvel have already got the cast kind of filled. We'll hear
No,
about
but
a
I'm
villain
saying-
here and there. Maybe.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. It's just I suppose they are starting a fresh, new universe. So
Yeah, so
we kinda have-
literally everything's news right now in this universe. Everything. But yeah, do you think that she's been cast now? Do you think she might have an appearance in Superman Legacy?
yeah,
Yeah.
obviously, yeah.
Well, no, but-
I mean,
Supergirl, if all goes well and they find a director, will start shooting this year.
well, great, fine. I just think she will definitely most likely show up. Maybe not like a big role.
Because
Maybe it's like
this film's already packed already, and we're going to talk about it a bit more later down in the show. I think it'd be too many people, but I definitely think a post-credit scene.
well, I mean, even just like she's in the start of the film or something like that, and I don't know, maybe she helps to get Kal-El.
I think the story they want to tell with Supergirl wouldn't make sense to have her in the beginning. I think she needs to come in later in the story.
Who knows what they're doing? I mean, it's James Gunn.
Yeah.
He's able to bring a fresh take onto a story. So
We say this all the time, but isn't James Gunn great? This rumour was out there. All the trades were reporting it. And then James Gunn just put out... I don't think he uses Twitter. It's Threads, I think he uses. I use nothing like that, so I'm sorry. He uses Threads, and he got straight on there. He's like, yep, this is true. Welcome Millie to the DC family. And then Millie's got on, and she said stuff about... I'm thanks James for trusting me with Kara and Supergirl. So, yeah, James is great that he'll come out and confirm stuff right away. And deny stuff as well. But no, casting I'm very happy with. Another thing I think people might be annoyed about is, though, the actress who was running against Millie. I know there were 3 of them. One of them dropped out because they said there wasn't going to screen test. And the other one running against... Yeah, I know. And the other one running against Millie was Meg Donnelly. And she'd already voiced Supergirl a couple of times. So I see maybe a couple of the fans of the animated stuff going, oh, being a bit annoyed about that. And DC does do great animated stuff. But I still think this was the best choice. Yeah.
I agree.
You agree. You concur. Should I punch myself in the head one more time, or?
No.
Alright. Don't want brain damage, after all. Imagine I'd have CTE by the end of the show. Anyway. Blade. We're getting a little bit more Blade news. It's going to be a period piece. And it could be set in the 1920s or the 1940s. First of all, what do you think of Blade being a period piece?
I'm fine with it. I just hope if they're going to go to that period in time, they really need to stick with the technology of that time. Like, I don't want to see stupid shit. I want to see, like, analog based technology. I want to see him use that. I want to see just that side of it. I don't want to see holograms and transforming things like and early electronics and stuff like that. I don't want to see any of that. I want to see good old fashioned, just badass looking. It'll look good as well on screen. It'll definitely stand out. It'll help the movie stand out even more. And it will definitely fit into that darker tone which Blade will take because he's a vampire hunter. And if you put like a hologram next to a, like an almost dark gothic-esque character, Blade, it'll just look stupid. Do you know what I mean? Like, it'll look like you might as well just use a smartphone or something like that. And
Hey up, Mush, got me new Samsung here.
yeah, it's just I want to see him.
It's got
use,
the Find a Vampire app.
I want to see him use like old school tech, like even be like sort of like a spy-esque kind of thing where it's like hidden technology, maybe something like that, or just multi-use tools and things like that. But again, no nanobots, no transforming metal things, no blatantly obvious CGI, none of that. No holograms or anything, or laser beams. I want good old-fashioned, hard-hitting
I
tech.
I think a hunting vampire story in the 1920s is like as pure to a vampire story you can get. Like that time period just is spooky. And I think it's going to be based in New Orleans, I believe. That's another one they've said. So, yeah, this is really interesting now. And all the stuff we heard about Mahershala Ali in the past, like he's ready to walk, he's had enough of this. All the stuff we're hearing now about Mahershala Ali is like he's so happy with where the script is. The Logan writer is penning the current draft of it, so he's very happy.
I'll say this. If they're gonna do this as like a period piece, I think the movie should be shot in film as well. I love IMAX, but film would just make it stand out, like how the first Iron Man did. The first Iron Man film still holds up to this day because it was shot on film and they did it brilliantly. This could easily benefit from being shot on film, and it would sort of fit the tone of the movie as well in the setting almost.
Yeah.
They definitely need to go with film, but that's just more of a dream. They're probably going to shoot it in IMAX, to be honest. But in an ideal world, this movie would be perfect for being shot on film.
Yeah, no, definitely. 1920s, hunting vampires. Can't get much better than that. And if Mahershala Ali's happy, he wants it. Like, this is official concept art as well, of like obviously the first drafts. So this is very modern, so they're going to have to ditch that now and see what they can come up with for the Daywalker. I still think he'll be cool as fuck. Or he'll have like cool like sunglasses that are like steampunky.
Yeah.
You're not a fan of sunglasses?
I just...
Right, Kyle, yes or no, do you like sunglasses?
They're alright, yeah. I just think they're a little bit overused sometimes. It's like, the amount of people I see walk into shops. It's like, I think, do you know what it is? I think with sunglasses, I think they've just been made uncool by people.
I think sunglasses are the coolest fucking things in the world.
Well, like Kim Kardashian, she wore sunglasses to a fucking poker game. Reflective sunglasses, and she was sat inside, and her cards were reflected.
Yeah, but she knows people aren't going to be looking at her eyes.
That one quick.
Boom! Yeah. Say. Yeah, sorry. Right, enough of plastic titties. Let's go to the next topic. Back to the DC. You know, I like to do the little Marvel DC, no, DC, Marvel DC. That's how we do it down here. Break these topics up.
Just shut the fuck up and explain it.
Alright, sorry. James Gunn was asked on Fred's, again, I believe, why can't Batman be in Superman Legacy? And James Gunn, the master of everything, replied, because he's not in the script. This is good. This shows to me that, yeah, because we've had all this casting and it's like, we've got this character and we've got this character and we've got this character and they're not making the same mistakes that the last DC universe made, which was like, yeah, we're going to do Man of Steel and then Batman vs Superman right away. Which, I like the extended cut or the director's cut of Batman v Superman. It's not a perfect film by any means, but there's a lot. I think there's still a lot in it you can enjoy about it. But James Gunn isn't rushing to put Batman in his DC universe. I think he's going to wait until Brave and the Bold and introduce him in his own film. Do you think it's a smart move not putting Batman in Superman Legacy?
Yeah, because you really need to amplify it. It's like...
Because it's no longer about Superman then, is it? Because everybody's going to be like, yeah, but wait until Batman shows up in this Superman film.
Yeah, but I see it as... Look, Superman's cool. In my eyes, he's cool. He's a cool character. I really like him. They've done really good. They've done really good. Just my fucking English.
They do really good with the Superman, eh?
They've done a really good job with Superman in the past in Man of Steel, but that's literally it. And they've not really turned him into that sort of cool, fan-favourable character by the general audience. And I say that in the sense of, oh shit, I say that in the sense of, look at Captain America. Captain America is like... he's like almost sort of, he's not. I'm not saying it's mirror for mirror, but they're on that same level.
Yeah.
Well, they was on that same level.
Just because I'm biased to Marvel 1 minute, I'll tell you why I prefer Captain America. Because Captain America is ideologically the same to Superman.
But I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the popularity of the character. You look at Cap in Avengers, like you were saying, he's not, he's not like the fan favorite character. He's great in it, but he's not the fan favorite. Like, it's like, Captain America's all right.
Nobody walked out the first Avengers film going, hell yeah, Captain America.
Yeah. This is the thing with Superman these days. I don't feel like people are like, hell yeah, Superman. The only thing that I feel like they are with that is when he's an evil Superman. That's the only time he's like cool, I guess. James Gunn, he's gonna work his magic. He's gonna make good Superman cool, I think, and they definitely need to do that with this character and with this film. And if you have Batman in there, all people are ever going to talk about is Batman. You want people talking about Superman, because Superman's going to be the star of the DC universe. Like, he's going to be,
Well, I think he's building his holy trinity bit by bit.
Yeah.
And I think that's what he needs. A good core group. And I think why the reason why the Avengers were so successful is because that team worked so well with each other. That cast really got to know each other and worked so well with each other. The bond they had, you could really tell. And I think Gunn needs to build something similar to that to capture the magic. Like, I'm ready for this new DC universe. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you and say I'm a massive DC fan. I'll hold my hands up and say Marvel fanboy all the way. But I'm excited for what James Gunn's going to do with DC.
I'm a little, I'm going to say this, I'm a little bit saddened that we've had so much evil Superman as of late, because I feel like with the way that James Gunn's doing it, it's clear he's doing like a really, a good Superman. Not as in like good critically, like as in he's going to be like a really good person kind of thing. And you can't ever see him as being evil, kind of sort of thing.
Which is what will make it scarier if this one eventually breaks.
Yeah, but that's the thing, though. I feel like we've seen way too much of it. But that being said, it is James Gunn, and he can do his own sort of, he can do his own way with it and make it very unique, and not have it sort of be, it's evil Superman. No, this is like the worst Superman. Yeah. This is like,
this Superman sniffs your mum's knickers. What? So that wouldn't be an evil Superman.
But yes, I'm excited for this film, and I'm fine with the Batman not being in it. We've got obviously Robert Pattinson's Batman. He's going to have his films alongside these movies as well, alongside this universe, even though it's disconnected. And you've got Batman Brave and the Bold, so why the fuck do you need to shoehorn him in?
Yeah, no, we should really take our time with Batman. And I'm very conflicted now on the Batman casting. I think I spoke to you this the other night when we were playing GTA. It's either, for me, right now, it's either Jensen Ackles or Alan Richardson. It just depends what direction they're going to go, but I think they'd both make a great Batman. And yes, they are both basic bitch answers as well, what people want to see. But I do want to see it. One of them would be great. But then again, there's probably someone out there who I'm not thinking of right now, and then, let's say 3 months down the line, one, which seems to be happening with our DC castings for the big ones, is, right, here are the 3 people going into screen test, because the exact same thing happened with Superman. Here's the 3 people going into screen test, and that was in our first week of the channel. And then we've got last week or week before, is the first 3 people going into screen test. 2 weeks later, is who Supergirl is who Superman is. So yeah, I'm assuming we'll get a shortlist at some point. But yeah, no, Batman, don't rush it. And I think James Gunn knows that. I think one thing he criticised about comic book films as of late is he says, I hate the cameo fest stuff. And he's sticking by his word, because if anyone's got the power to stick Batman in the Superman film, it's him. DC, you know, the cinematic stuff is obviously Peter Safran as well. The creative side of it is James Gunn. If he went and says, no, I think it's financially suitable for us to put Batman in this film as well, and it will make $10 trillion, DC would go, do that, James. But no, he's taking his time. He's earning it, which is what we spoke about with getting Toby and Andrew back as well in Spider-Man 4. You've got to earn it to get these characters together, because if you put them together in the first film, the fans haven't got anything to anticipate. But if you do a Superman film, do a Batman film, do a Wonder Woman, do an Aquaman, or a Flash, or a Cyborg, or the Green Lantern show, and then you get them together, the audience feels like they've really...
Just going off of that, what you were saying, I really hope this is like such a backwards thing that I'm saying. It sounds like, but you'll understand what I mean. This is for the...
Unless you say it in Spanish, I won't.
This is for the Spider-Man stuff, so it's going a little bit off the Superman stuff. But I hope to God that Toby or Andrew or even fucking both of these guys are in Madam Web, because Madam Web, it will flop. Like,
don't
it's gonna
say
flop.
that, Kyle. I got called fat last time.
What fucking wrong? Anyways, I think with that, I hope it does happen, because then hopefully Sony use a brain cell and go, oh, even though Toby and Andrew were in this film, the film still never made enough money. It didn't. You know, it was a flop. So then going into Spider-Man 4, they go with the street level crimes kind of route, because there's two routes for that franchise. But for this though, I'm glad that James Gunn isn't shoehorning or even doing cameos or anything like that. I think the most you'll see is potentially like a Bruce Industries sticker somewhere.
Yeah, like there's nothing wrong with these little Easter eggs that build up the universe. That was the fun part about Marvel. You know, looking in the collector's, you know, collection and looking for things and going, oh, is that Adam Warlock's cocoon? It wasn't, but for years people thought it was.
Yep.
So, yeah. Well done, James Gunn. You get a special Movies and Beyond clap. Not many of them get them today, but I'm pretty sure 3 of our stories have. But
I'm clapping, just not with my hands.
With his balls. Can you do that? Like, if we sit here now and like...
This is getting weird.
Right, yeah, let's end it. Let's end it before we start shaking our balls on camera. Thanks for watching. This is Movies and Beyond. I'm not going to leave us lingering for a long time. Kyle's about to die. So, yeah, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, hit the notification button so you know when we've uploaded for your daily dose.
Comment. We will comment back. We like comments.
Well, the last comment, I've just told the guy to piss off, so...
Yes. Well, he did call you fat, so...
So, yeah. But, that's all right. So yeah,
you can see the sadness in your hear the sadness in your voice. It's all right.
It's all right.
It's all right. It's okay.
You're sharing my fat fucking opinions. But no, thanks for watching. I'm doing this again.
Wasn't the comment that it said something about sitting in the chair all day? It's like we fucking sit in these chairs for like 3 hours. Max.
Like, I'm up at fucking 4:30 in the morning. Go to a manual labour job for 12 hours, and then back here and do this. So if I want to be fat, it's a lifestyle choice, all right.
Just can't stop eating.
Yeah. To all my Lizzos out there. You don't want to join in on that? Oh, you can't make fun of fat people because you're not.
I'm chubby.
You're a pudgy little fucker, I'll give you that. That's like...
Stop saying that.
Yeah. It's like...
Anyways, hurry up, 'cause I'm starving, I want food.
Yeah, fucking bet you do. Right, see you later. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like. Tell Kyle he's fat. Tell me I'm big and muscly because that's what I like to hear. It gives me an erection. See you later.